You're shivering. Your thermostat broke. It's 55 degrees inside and you're wrapped in 3 blankets wondering how anyone survived before central heating. Here's the thing. Your ancestors didn't just survive cold nights. They survived ice ages, glaciers a mile thick, temperatures that would kill you in hours. For 300,000 years, they figured out how to stay warm without a single wall, a single furnace, or a single piece of clothing that wasn't literally ripped from something they killed. So how did they do it? And why does your body still run their survival software today? Let's start with the brutal reality. Around 70,000 years ago, Earth got cold, really cold. The planet's average temperature dropped by nearly 10 degrees. Glaciers swallowed everything north of France. The Sahara Desert, yes, that Sahara, had frost. Your ancestors were tropical animals. Their bodies evolved for African heat, not European winters. They had no fur, no blubber, no hibernation instinct, just skin, muscle, and a brain that was about to become their greatest survival tool. Because when the cold came, they couldn't run from it. They couldn't wait it out. They had to think their way through it. The first weapon was obvious, fire, but not the way you're imagining it. Early humans didn't have matches. They didn't have lighters. They couldn't just make fire whenever they wanted. If their fire went out, they might die before they could start another one. So they carried it. Think about that. For tens of thousands of years, someone in your family line was assigned one job: keep this ember alive. Don't let it go out in the rain. Don't drop it crossing the river. Don't fall asleep and let it die. Your survival depended on a glowing coal smaller than your fist. That was the deal. But fire alone wasn't enough. Here's the part nobody talks about. Your ancestors discovered something that fire couldn't provide: body heat, not their own, each other's. Humans started sleeping in piles, literal piles, skin to skin, breath mixing in the cold air, heartbeats synchronizing through the night. And something strange happened. This wasn't just survival anymore. Your brain started releasing oxytocin, the bonding chemical, every time you pressed close to another human for warmth. The cold didn't just make us huddle. It made us social. It rewired your ancestors to crave closeness, to feel safe in a group, to feel anxious when alone. Then came the real game changer: clothing, but not fabric. Fabric didn't exist yet. Your ancestors looked at a dead animal and thought, I want to wear that. They scraped hides with stone tools. They chewed leather to soften it, literally sat there chewing animal skin for hours. And here's where it gets wild. We found 50,000-year-old bone needles, thread made from animal tendons. Your ancestors weren't just wrapping themselves in fur. They were tailoring, fitted clothing, hoods, mittens, boots sewn to keep snow out. Fashion was literally invented for survival, and once they had that, everything changed. But there's one more secret. Your ancestors had a biological trick that you've mostly lost: brown fat. Not the regular fat you're thinking of. Brown fat is different. It burns calories directly to produce heat. Babies still have lots of it. Adults? Barely any, unless you're regularly exposed to cold. Studies show that people who experience cold frequently can regenerate brown fat. Your body hasn't forgotten how to build its own internal furnace. It's just been waiting for you to need it again. That software is still there, dormant, ready. And if you thought surviving cold was just about staying warm, you're missing the biggest part: calories. Your ancestors needed to eat constantly. A human body in cold weather burns through energy like a furnace burns fuel. Some estimates suggest Ice Age humans needed 4,000 to 5,000 calories per day just to not freeze. They became incredible hunters, not by choice, but by necessity. Every meal was survival. Every hunt was a fight against the cold itself. Their bodies became calorie-seeking machines. And yours still is. So here's the twist. you still carry every one of these adaptations. That craving for warmth when you're stressed, that's your Ice Age brain seeking fire. The comfort you feel pressed against another person, that's 70,000 years of huddling to survive. Why you reach for high-calorie food when it's cold out? Your body thinks winter is coming and you need reserves. Even the anxiety you feel sleeping alone in a cold room, that kept your ancestors alive. They survived the Ice Age, and they wrote every lesson into your DNA. You're not broken for wanting warmth, comfort, connection, and food. You're running survival software that worked for 300,000 years. Your ancestors didn't just survive the cold, they outsmarted it. With fire, with each other, with clothing, with biology itself. Every cozy feeling you have, that's evolution's reward for staying alive. So the next time you're wrapped in a blanket craving soup, just remember, you're running software tested by Ice Ages, and it worked. But staying warm was only half the battle. Next time, how did they survive the dark?